Welcome everybody to episode 285 of the China Show, the real China Show. 285 is Zimbabwe.
Shout out to the Zimbabwe viewers if you're from Zimbabwe.
Or Rhodesia as it was called when I was growing up.
Yep.
Isn't that weird, somebody name a country after themselves?
That's kind of douchey.
I went to the Rhodes Memorial in Cape Town a few times. There's like a memorial. I don't know, they probably changed it by now, but when I was a little kid, there was like a Cecil John Rhodes Memorial. Yeah, pretty nice place, like in a forest or whatever. Yeah.
That's like you call it like, welcome to Winstonia.
Exactly.
My new country.
Yes.
It's not like a building, it's a whole country.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that.
Yeah.
You must be pretty boss to be able to name a country after yourself, though. Let's be honest.
I guess, yeah. I had a friend from Rhodesia, and then it became Zimbabwe. They stayed. It was like a white family. And he watched as like the whole political turmoil happen. Yeah. And his family had nothing to do with it.
Sure.
But he watched it happen around him. And he watched the Chinese come in and they started trading in the RMB on like the street corners. Yeah. And like shops would only accept RMB and then Chinese shops would pop up everywhere and selling Chinese goods. And then North Korean soldiers showed up for like Mugabe's army to like help out or something.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting times.
And then finally they left.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not talking about Zimbabwe. We're talking about China today. This is the China Show, the real China Show.
Yep.
Not that fake one.
Yeah, that's right. We've got quite a lot today. Yeah. There have been a lot of cracks appearing in Chinese society at the moment because the Chinese government has certain narratives that it has to keep going. But unfortunately, certain things happen which just kind of break those narratives apart. And we've got some interesting ones to show you today.
This is a big one today.
Should we show the sizzle?
Shall we?
Let's take a look at our sizzle reel. Let's take a quick look at this. Coming up
in today's China Show.
他昨天是工人，应该是去完现场了已经，然后公司还得走什么事儿？
个 OPPO 的手机偷走了，那个手机才买了1个月，再后来我的狗被偷走了。
And of course, much more. Absolutely, a lot more.
I mean, that's not even 5% of
Of course not. Yeah. It's just a sizzle reel.
It's nice to get everyone kind of a little bit excited.
So,
get the mood up.
Should we saunter right into it?
We shall.
Okay. Let's saunter right into it with what's new, everyone. So this is what's new, specifically in China. Yes. Remember this whole badly planned train going through a building that everyone thinks is amazing somehow?
Yes, I mean that is a dystopian nightmare if you think this is cool. Recently, there's been a clip going around of a bunch of new tourists lining up to make the train go into their mouth. It's like a TikTok trend.
Yeah, we've shown that before. It looks
like
ridiculous.
It's a new clip though.
Yeah,
as these people line up to be able to do that.
Yes.
Number one, let's just show it real quick.
Okay.
Number one, why do you want to do the thing that everyone else is doing?
I mean, that's normal human nature, dude.
Yes, but my second point, right, other than being a bunch of sheeple.
Okay.
My second point here is why do you think this is going to look good?
Yeah.
Let's pause that real quick. And so I'm like, you got to be in like Stockholm syndrome or you got to be losing your mind to think this is like a cool, like a train going through a building is cool and that a train going in your mouth is going to look cool and not awful.
It looks bad.
It looks bad.
It looks
even if
bad.
your mind's not in the gutter, it looks dumb at least.
Yeah, for
sure. So I thought, hey, these people actually, there's no way they actually think this is cool.
Yeah.
And if we had some way to restore the audio, we'd find out actually what's happening here.
Oh,
and
did you find it?
Yeah, they're being forced.
Oh, so they're being forced to do this, and you found the audio?
I did.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
It'll make a lot more sense now.
Okay, let's see.
Is that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not happy, right?
Yeah, it's
they're not happy.
No.
So
okay, guys.
Changes everything.
Before anyone gets too grossed out, you got to understand what the ending of this particular thing is. Now, this guy's got seahorses here. Yeah. Now, in China, medicinal alcohol is very popular. And we've seen it a lot. In fact, it's been in our documentaries. But it's this belief that if you basically drown an animal in alcohol, Any
What
kind
do you
of.
mean basically?
It
it's
is.
just what you do.
Yeah, you just drown.
They have to die in it.
Yes, so they drown random animals in alcohol, and then it's medicinal alcohol, right?
For the crow.
Yes, there's like
A whole crow with feathers. It was
feathers.
just sitting in a
Yeah.
vat of alcohol. We're like, who's drinking
yeah,
this?
dude. You find bees, grubs,
Yeah.
you find, rats, any kind of animal, they'll drown it. And the idea is that the alcohol absorbs the vitality of the animal.
Yes.
And when you drink the alcohol, it's good for your health.
Yeah.
So this guy's been drinking his seahorse medicinal alcohol for 3 years. Because, you keep it in a bottle and you take it out for special occasions and you drink this medicinal alcohol. Right? So this guy's been drinking this for 3 years. But it turns out that they're plastic.
They're like toys. Like kids collect those little plastic animals. Or
Yes,
whatever.
yeah.
It's that.
So somebody duped him and sold him fake seahorse alcohol.
With toys in it.
Yeah, so he's been drinking
For years.
plastic-infused alcohol for 3 years.
3 years. Yeah. What's dumb is a couple things.
What?
Number one, I don't believe in Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, but I'm not here to argue that.
Yeah.
What I also, if you do, let's just say devil's advocate, you do believe in it.
Yeah.
And you believe that seahorses, by the way, in traditional Chinese medicine are used for clearing liver and kidney function, okay? If you do believe for some reason this random sea creature is going to help your liver and kidneys, certainly the magic is gone after 3 years.
Especially in alcohol, because that's
Yes.
like the antithesis of health.
Yes.
It's not going to make you healthy to drink hard liquor. You know what I mean?
It's just, this is just an excuse.
It's
for
an
people to get
excuse. It's
wasted.
like grandpa's taking his medicine.
I remember I gave my
Look.
grandma, my Chinese grandma,
Yeah.
I bought some medicinal liquor for her just as a gift.
Right.
It had a baby cobra in it. It had a scorpion in it and a spider in it. It was like 3 different ones.
Are you hoping the venom somehow leaks out and causes a?
Well, actually, venom is completely harmless when consumed.
Well, you need to put some fiberglass in the in the drink too, so
like big
makes
tobacco
micro cuts and then absorbs the venom.
like the chew companies that made it cut your mouth up.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, long story short, I thought it was because she likes weird crabs. She's Cantonese, right?
Yeah.
She loved it, right? But
Okay.
then she cracked it open. She's like, "You're drinking it with me." I'm like, "Oh no!" And I had to drink it in front of everybody. It tasted vile.
I'm sure, because I don't clean the animals.
No.
Anyway, it's pretty funny that his seahorses were fake plastic.
That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, it serves him right.
Yeah, stop drinking seahorses.
Yeah, don't drink seahorses, dude.
Gentle.
大家看看
creature.
今天这个视频呢，在墙内疯传。
Do you want to explain what's happening here?
So apparently, allegedly, this guy was cutting a sausage
Yeah.
and found some false teeth.
3 false teeth.
False teeth in his sausage. And what happened was 2 things. That first, what's very interesting was
Yeah.
I saw this translated and then put onto a forum where Westerners would be able to see it.
Yeah.
And the Western response was, "That's so disgusting. Food and health and safety is so bad."
Yeah.
The Chinese response, when I watched the original, was, "Dude, they're totally grinding people up into sausage."
true.
Which is funny that nobody's mind in the West went to that.
Exactly. You know what some Western commentators said though.
It must be nice to live in a real country.
Just say it.
Oh, I see.
很
Anyway,
多网友都在讨论啊，非常之恐怖。
That's
一个人吃
disgusting.
香肠的时候，在里面
I'm sorry, but that's disgusting to find out.
Oh,
in
it's
your,
vile.
in
Like
your meat.
either way.
Because it's from someone's mouth.
Yes.
发现了3颗人的假牙。
It
大家
is
想想
dark
他
though
吃
if you
的
think
到底
about
是
the
什么肉
possibility
啊
of？people getting grounded.
而
Like
这样的
old
事情可以
people.
说还不
Because
只
it'd
是
be old people, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or maybe the dude fell in,
I don't know. But
fell in the grinder.
whatever the case, it's not nice.
Well, look at the sausage. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look like regular meat.
Well, here's the thing.
It looks like old people.
Somebody else, someone will come out and say, "Oh, this is a once-off. This is a little accident or something."
They will.
是第一次。最近几年都发生过好几起啊，细思极恐。中国的官方还在辟谣，你辟什么谣啊？
It must be nice to live in a real country.
Yeah,
我
sure.
们昨天是工人，应该是去完现场了。
This goes on.
这还会调查这个事儿，这事儿我们也得有结果。
Well, yeah, don't worry. Because it's not a once-off, because somebody found a tooth in their bread.
Oh, no.
Now that, for those of you who don't know, That's how the tooth is attached to the jawbone with like a screw.
Oh, that was in Shanghai too.
Yeah. So some dude's noshing, and this is just the other day. Look, the 14th. Today's the 17th, right? Dude's noshing on his bread, bites down, finds a tooth. Hey, it reminds me of that fee, fi, fo, fum nonsense. Well, grind your bones and bake my bread or whatever. Maybe.
They're just going for it.
Yeah, they're just like, okay, so, you find a tooth in a sausage, a couple of teeth in a sausage, whatever. And then you find a tooth in bread, and you're starting to see that this is kind of not just a once-off thing.
I do think it, like, until you brought up the Jack and the Beanstalk reference,
Yeah.
I was a little bit calmed down because I'm like, oh, maybe stuff is just falling in the food. But now that you've mentioned that, maybe they're making bread out of old
Yeah, but just making flour,
Yeah. This is all a joke. I don't think
Yeah.
they're making bread out
Yeah,
of old people.
yeah, exactly.
Before you think I'm breaking points or something, this is my source.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jack and the Beanstalk is my
Yes,
source.
exactly. That's my source. It'll be like Communist Jack, Commie Jack or something. Okay, so this is kind of fun.
It's Mario Kart IRL, dude.
It's wildly dangerous and illegal, but it's fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's freaking fun. I like it because it's not an EV. People can put a battery motor in anything.
Yes.
This guy put a freaking little gas motor in literally a Mario Kart.
Yeah.
God, awesome.
Super fun.
And it's not those lame Mario Karts in Tokyo where people are like have a flag and they're like
Yeah, they
getting
dress
guided
up.
around.
Yeah.
They dress up like Mario. Can I be honest with that?
It's kind of lame.
I mean, yo, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Are we haters?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be a
I can
hater.
go either way.
I don't want to be a
Yeah.
hater.
Anyway, one thing that you learn about China's scenic spots and tourist attractions is that most of them are a facade, or there's some fakery going on. Okay, now this again is just proof. You go to a place because it's got a waterfall, and then you notice it gets turned on at a certain time in the day. The waterfall gets turned, the pumps
Hey everyone,
get turned
turn
on.
on the tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it just proves that, like, when you go see waterfalls and stuff, you're like, oh, beautiful nature. No, it's
You know what?
man-made.
I'm completely jealous
Why?
because I mean it must be nice to live in a real country.
Oh, you mean this?
Must be nice
Yeah,
to
where
live in
they
a real
can turn
country.
on the waterfall at any time.
Yeah, exactly.
Not in my dysfunctional country where the waterfall's natural.
I know,
That
it must be
sucks.
terrible. Awful, awful. Anyway, what's this about?
Let's have a look. Oh yes. So there is a big bust. Picture this as a drug bust.
Okay, so this was making big news. It was on
Yes.
TV. It was
Yeah,
a big
it's
hoo-ha.
being
It's
promoted.
like police have done a
win.
massive crackdown, like busted a something. What did they bust?
You know what they busted?
What?
60,000 maps. So educational
Oh, 60,000 maps. Why?
Not drugs, not cocaine, not
Okay.
heroin, which China has a big problem with in the South.
Yeah.
They busted maps because 60,000 maps didn't include Taiwan in their little 9-dash line thing.
Oh, no.
So it kind of the maps insinuated that Taiwan might be its own territory, which it is.
Now, were these maps for export?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Because I know they don't.
They might
They
be.
don't want that. Remember, the educational companies and stuff are not
I'm
allowed to
just
do
trying
that
read it,
anymore.
Yeah. You know what? They probably are.
Yeah, they're probably for export, but they're like,
Yeah.
no. Isn't that lame?
I'm sorry, my monitor's very far away. I'm trying to read the text.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyway, you see, so in China, it's like basically the worst crime to have a map that doesn't include Taiwan as their own territory.
I mean, people have been cancelled over that. Like, I can't remember. Wasn't it like some professor? He's a massive China simp. And he did a presentation in China and he used a map that he just got off the internet.
Yeah, he was like pro-China.
Yeah, he's a massive simp for China. He was
Yeah.
like there, licking the boots, but he
Right.
didn't
Licking
have
the dirt for
Yeah,
coins.
exactly, licking the dirt for coins. And his one didn't include Taiwan, and he got cancelled and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Shows you how petty this all is. Anyway, imagine making a big deal out of that.
Yeah. This is interesting.
Yes.
This is the story of a girl. This is the story of old people in China trying to make a living.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what's going on here, you can see there's like it looks like dead people, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, there's an elderly, that's either a grandma or grandpa, it's hard to tell, with the grandchildren. Because what happens is you get a phenomenon called left behind children. So when the parents go off to the cities to earn money, they leave their children with the grandparents to look after them, you know. So the grandparents are going to sell vegetables, but in order to keep their spot, because there are only a few spots on the road where people walk in the morning, they have to grab their spots early. So they go really early in the morning, like 2 a.m. or something, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to find their spot, and then they sleep on the road with the grandchildren in order to have their vegetable selling spot, which is horrible because they're going to make like maybe $10 in a whole day anyway selling their vegetables if they're lucky. But you can see when you hear about China's lifted out of poverty, you just need to look at these kind of scenes to know that that's actually not the case.
China's struggling. It's poor. It doesn't take care of it. It doesn't have social programs. If it had social programs, you wouldn't need to sell
to live in a real country.
$5 worth of vegetables and sleep on the street to get your spot. To be
with
able
your
to
grandchildren.
To make under $5.
Yes, exactly. So, you're sleeping there with little children on the street like homeless people in order to sell a couple dollars worth of vegetables.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that's the reality of China. So when you see the skyscrapers with the shiny LEDs and the bridges and stuff like that, remember that this is also existing in China.
You have to say, at what cost?
At what cost? Indeed. We've been showing you the flooding. We're not going to show you more flooding because the flooding's still going on, I'm afraid.
Wow.
But
in Guangxi.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's had this horrible effect that people's crops are now rotting because, the water won't subside.
Yeah.
So people are trying to save their corn from just rotting away. And as you can see, people are also cleaning the mold off of their corn so that they can sell it in the market still. Great,
Would it be so they can say gentlemen?
Yes, I give you corn. Those who know, you know.
This is actually sad.
It is sad. It's horrible. But, that's the way things go. Oh, dude just took a spill.
Brushing the mold off is kind of rancid.
Oh, guess what?
Before we do this.
Oh, no. Do we have to?
We have to.
Okay, fine.
It's time to say hello to the Like Farmer. We have a big Like Farmer upgrade coming next week, by the way.
Yeah, there's a special song and everything.
Yes. But we want to say it's time to seed the feed. You know what that means. You got to click like, or else this doesn't go on people's feeds. In fact, we've been doing polls, and every time we do polls, about half of you say you didn't even get a notification for this episode, and you weren't even able to watch it live. So guess what? Turns out that we have a way around this. You guys can click the thumbs up button. It's completely free. And if we get up to 3,000 likes, that'll be our goal today. If we can hit more than that, of course, the real goal is if we can ever hit 7,000 likes, and of course, you will become the Like Farmer. That's the punishment.
Yeah, if that ever happens, which it won't.
Yes, but at least we can try. At least
certainly can.
We can try our damnedest. So please click the thumbs up button. Let's get up to 3,000 likes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks. And please like so that we don't have to deal with this anymore. I am recovering from the plague over here because, kids bring diseases back home.
Yeah, I think I had COVID a couple weeks ago, and then you got it now.
Yeah,
we've been passing it back and forth.
Whatever it is, I haven't tested. Yeah, I'm recovering if you're wondering. But let's cheer everybody up with this week's mishaps in China. Kind of like the boo-boos. Let's take a look. So what do we got?
It must be nice to live in a real country.
Yeah, look at that.
I like how you've created the ambiance of funniest home videos, but it's kinda very serious.
This poor woman, look at her. She's like, oh man.
She's alright.
Look at this irresponsible parenting over here.
Oh my gosh.
Must be nice to live in a real country.
Yeah, take a look at that. That's not what you want to do with a little child. Kind of love this.
Poor kid. What is happening here?
Notting Hill, dude.
That's... If you're referring to what I think you're referring to, then I am...
By the way, take a look here. High Trust Society in action.
China's got no thieves, and it's high trust.
You
can leave everything out.
This poor woman, look, her shop gets nailed all the time.
That's the China I'm used to.
Yes. Yeah.
What's with the cloud horn and this music to that?
Yeah, it's explosions. It's not what you want to see.
Dude.
It's good.
No one died though. They're free of the explosion.
Yes.
But that's a boss cop for turning everyone back. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
No.
He's not turning around.
Yeah, he's too cool for school. Yeah.
See, that's correct.
Yes.
For the music. Hold on, pause that. That's weird.
Why?
Because she didn't even touch the throttle.
No, she didn't. You know what I think it is? He's modified that bike because the Hall effect sensor inside the motor. It's like a speed sensor, and it's probably he's done it so that like he can do a launch or something. Either way, that's pretty ridiculous.
That makes sense.
Yeah, let's finish it off.
Seems like a nice little. The music got very grim.
Yeah, but now it's a peaceful ride in the countryside.
Ah, yes. That's the China.
Trucks overtaking
Must be nice
trucks.
to live in a real country.
Yes.
I saw this and I said, "Oh my goodness, if this isn't the truth."
This is the best, yeah.
If you say China is bad, then get out of China. So if you literally made the most mild criticism,
Yes.
but I'll bring up some recent drama. He actually just showed me this. Something going on in the Japan vlogger sphere with two of the biggest Japan vloggers, and they're like beefing with each other or something. And one of them, the whole crux of it is like, oh, you shouldn't be showing Japan in a bad light or whatever, because like, you know, everywhere is blah, blah. Anyway, the point I'm bringing this up is in China, you can't even have that conversation.
No.
If you said, oh, look, there's a piece of litter on the floor, the country melts down.
If you showed homeless people in China,
Yeah.
you would be deported.
Yes. My point is in Japan, it's a conversation.
Yeah.
And in China, it's like you've created like chaos.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to criticize China.
Exactly.
Right. So that's kind of the whole thing is like the most common thing you'll hear if you make any sort of slight criticisms, like get out of China.
It's a weird thing because this is a double-sided argument they like to use all the time. So if you say, while you're in China, if you criticize even the slightest thing, all right, and it can be affecting you, your family, it doesn't matter, something small, you'll get the people that say, get out of China if you don't like it.
Right.
But if you try to criticize something in China and you're not living in China, they're like, you're not even in China, you have no right. Or I like the thing they like to say a lot these days is, you've been out of China for over a decade. I'm like, dude, can you count? I left in 2019. How is 2025 minus 2019
Because
a decade?
that's what it's a made up lie, right? It's part of the propaganda.
It's also as if you've been away for a couple of years, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
What they don't understand
You're
is
not
that
like
we
connected at all.
we are daily in contact with people
Yes.
sending us stuff. You know, we speak the language. We have family there. We have friends there. We have like how do we not know what's going on?
Yeah, I just thought this was very relevant.
Yeah, it is.
Can't win.
No, it's just a
can't
stupid
win.
double argument you get. Anyway, moving on.
Bollard.
Awesome.
Bollard.
What do we got
So,
today?
you have a car. Pause that real quick.
Yeah.
That is a woman driving. I shouldn't have even have said that. That's we don't know who is driving. There's a woman in the shot.
Sometimes you don't have to say that.
That's what I meant. Just joking. There's a woman driving.
Yeah.
Who is driving this BMW, and the car ended up on top of the bollards. Now, the bollards are made to stop cars from running into people committing vehicular manslaughter on purpose. They've been running over hundreds of people.
Yeah.
It's a huge epidemic, a murder epidemic in China
terrible,
right now.
yeah.
So they're putting up these bollards everywhere. But this woman somehow managed to get her car on the bollards.
It's bizarre.
I don't know how.
Me neither. That's quite the feat.
Yes.
And it reminds me, I watched a very funny, there was the funny like joke someone made the other day. And it's like a policeman has pulled over a very drunk man and is doing tests on questioning him on the side of the road because his car's smashed. He like smashed his car and he's like, how much have you had to drink tonight, sir? And he's like, 12 vodkas, whatever. And he's like, okay, that's fine, but that's still no excuse to let your wife drive. It was just
Emergency apology. We are not sexist. Don't you dare say that stuff around me again. I don't.
It was very funny.
I am against that joke. We're not allowed to joke about that.
Exactly.
Stop it.
No, I know.
You should
Plenty.
have given yourself a bit when you said it.
Oh yeah. Where is it?
It's a little late.
I'm all for women driving. You know,
of
let my
course.
wife
You-
drive everywhere. It's
you
great.
Better
Yeah.
be. Better be.
Yeah. Anyway,
It could have been that dude.
oh, she's at the driver's seat.
Either way, it's impressive. It's impressive. No matter who did that, it's
Yes.
impressive.
This is more impressive.
How did that happen? Can you please tell me how that happened?
I think the only way this could have happened is if the car that's on top braked suddenly and the other one like hit it from behind and kind of it ramped up. You know what I mean?
Do you think the one on the bottom's a power bottom?
I just think this is impressive either way.
I want to have my theory. I'll give
Okay,
you
what's
my
your theory?
Better pause it on the the
Yeah.
ground. My theory is that they were both on a transport car, and they both came off like this simultaneously.
That's a good theory.
That's my theory.
That's probably correct. Yeah,
I think so. Oh,
it's one
do
of
you
the
guys
two.
think?
It's one of the two.
you guys are saying how parallel parking next level?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not parallel parking. That's what top.
I have no idea.
That's. I guess it would be parallel parking in a way.
Yeah, well, the French car's on top.
Isn't that a French car on the bottom?
Actually, don't know. I didn't see it earlier. It is a VW, isn't it? No?
Oh no, I think it's a Skoda.
Oh, interesting.
So France is better than Spain, is what they're saying?
I have no idea what this is. It's just a
Could be a
bollard
Chinese
report.
car. I
Don't read
can't
too
see
much
over.
into it.
Yeah, true. Vertical parking, that's what it's called. Vertical parking.
Vertical parking. This kind of looks like a
这磕头
bollard.
啊
Does.，
对，哎呦，我说说，
Get out of here with this nonsense. That's just. Here's another piece of a bollard report.
Okay.
So it's going to be interactive.
Oh, it is.
Yes, I'm going to put up a poll.
Okay, can we see any bollards? Yeah, look, there are bollards over there. There's
Yep, of
bollards
course.
all around. This guy's turning in front of some bollards
It's
here.
going to freeze frame.
Okay.
Watch carefully. Okay, poll time.
Yeah.
Shoes on, shoes off. So this woman gets hit by a car. I know I'm sounding very nonchalant here. She's fine.
She's totally
as
fine.
you'll see.
Yeah.
But it looks nasty.
Yeah.
And we have posited a theory that you guys have actually completely vindicated every single episode. I've watched chat go nuts about this.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we show someone getting hit, we have pointed out if you're on a two-wheel transport, your shoes will come off no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter the speed, no matter what, who was involved.
Yep.
No matter what
Shoes
part
go
of-
flying.
They go flying every time because every time we've crashed bikes, our shoes came off.
Yeah.
So we're convinced. So we want to put a clip up here.
Yeah.
Because you guys have been chatting about this every time. Poll time. Shoes on or shoes off? So I have a poll up right now. Getting the votes, and I'll wait till about 1,000 votes.
That many, huh?
What do you call it? You haven't seen this.
I'm going to say shoes off.
You're gonna say
Just
shoes
from
off.
experience, every single time.
Okay.
I've never seen the shoes. Sometimes if you got proper biker boots that are like heavily strapped
Sure.
on, they'll stay on.
That's why I didn't say biker boots.
Yeah, they're shoes.
Shoes. If you're wearing shoes.
Yeah,
and
if
you
you're wearing
crash,
shoes,
so it's over.
Yeah, they're
It's
always,
over.
in my experience. Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just got to do with the weight and like fluid dynamics or whatever, like the rules of thermodynamics or whatever.
Somebody said, "Is that why you see shoes in the power lines?"
Yeah, maybe.
Like
Yeah.
check the shoes.
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
I don't think that's that.
Yeah. So what do we got?
So we're coming up on 1,000 votes. I'm just
Okay.
being fair here.
All right. Okay.
Oh, guys, let's not do caveats here.
Yeah.
She's barefoot. She's not wearing shoes.
No, she's wearing
No,
shoes.
there's shoes.
Right. She's
involved.
wearing shoes,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't cheat you guys like that. I would give you a third option.
Okay.
Okay, it's coming on 3, 2,
1.
1. Let me read the poll.
Okay.
The poll finished with 1,000 votes.
Okay. And-
Shoes off at 84%. Shoes on at 16%. So the clear popular favorite.
Okay,
is
I'll get
shoes
us
off.
out of here so we can actually see clearly. So let's see what happens. Let's do it.
Oh, as you can see.
Shoes, they're both there.
But, and caveat, helmet flew off too.
Luckily,
Lucky she-
it fell off after it did its job
Yes.
protecting your head. Now that's why you strap your helmet.
She's fine, which is great.
Yeah, no, she's okay. See, she went straight for her shoes. Did you notice?
Yes. She
It's
didn't
the
go
first-
with the helmet.
First thing she went to retrieve were the shoes. I like how you've
Maybe they're
super
expensive.
slow-mode
Well,
this.
because I want to prove this wasn't.
What is this weird effect you've got going
That's
on? It's so bad. Don't do that next time.
You think I did that? Yeah, I invented that. This is literally how Final Cut works now.
I know, it's just so bad.
Criticize yourself. You do this too.
Yeah, but I don't do it that badly.
Well, I was showing that. Oh, come on, enjoy.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
you
there's
can
the
see
shoes. You
two
can see the
clear
shoes.
You can also see helmet roll barreling.
Yes.
And thank goodness it came off right at the last split.
Yeah, yeah. No, basically, she bonked her head and then it rolled off.
Yes.
Still, strap your helmets on, people.
Absolutely, because they're just wearing it to get around the law.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want to get a ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
Thank goodness she seems fine.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway. That's,
Interesting.
That is.
Interesting little poll. I'm glad you included that.
Well, I just keep seeing everyone make predictions by themselves.
Yeah.
So I wanted them to have an official
Bollard.
report. That's
Sure.
the Bollard report today.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Monday we have a VIP show, and this is what you missed.
Oops, I'm so rude.
She's playing on her phone.
She doesn't give a crap.
Well, you have animal cruelty of actually being cruel to the animal.
Yes.
Like live.
First of all, when IKEA opened in China, it became a free-for-all.
Oh man, it was nuts.
Look, there's something here, and he'll pretend to scrape it off, and like, oh, you almost got a puncture,
okay.
and then his buddy will come and steal the phone. This one is just taking the piss.
Oh man,
Like the sounds of the rainforest, you know, like birds or
the
whatever.
ambience, right?
This is the sounds of the streets of China. It'll be pew, 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 pew.
It's true, you will
It's
hear pew,
absolutely. Yeah. So, you want to tell everyone what they missed?
Yeah, so we have a show. It's a secret show.
Yeah.
It's called Xiaoban Ho. It's our Monday show. It's patron one.
Yeah.
And we have 171 episodes. That was the 171st episode.
Yeah.
They're all up there. If you choose to support us, you'll see them all at the correct tiers. And on that episode on Monday, we covered China's interesting way of doing things in the gray area.
Yes.
Kind of like the loopholes and the ways around things. Because China is it's a lawless society, and it's also a society where you have to skirt the rules to survive.
Yes.
Like the average person has to really just skirt the rules.
That's right. Yeah.
And so we covered all the most interesting ways people do that. It's very clever ones, very annoying ones, and there's very funny ones.
Kind of like how to eat for free.
Yeah,
and, do things like that.
It was fun.
It was
a
super fun. Yeah.
We have a big one, a super fun one coming up here on Monday. You don't remember?
Yeah,
what
it's the drinking games, and we're going to be teaching people how, Chinese drinking games.
Yeah, so this coming Monday, we're going to be cracking some Chinese beers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be teaching you Chinese drinking games.
Yep.
And we're also going to be covering some other
Like a
things
beer
too.
mid-hours at the same time.
Beer neutral hour.
Neutral hour. So we're going to
Yes.
talk about things that we're very neutral about.
I mean, what that means. We're going to be teaching you Chinese drinking games.
Yeah,
it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
It's going to be super fun.
And by the way, it's live show as well.
Yeah.
So if you're at the live tier, we're talking to you guys the whole time.
Yeah.
We also have a Q&A.
You're going to join in on the drinking games.
Absolutely. And you guys are not limited to super chat questions. We answer everyone's questions in the Q&A
Sure.
there. Number 3, the last thing I do want to say about this is it's the literal best way to support us. If you ever are wondering, hey, you guys have a PayPal, you have this or that or whatever, the best way to support us is this, because not only do you give us the funds that we need to continue the show, but you also get another show.
Yeah.
Every week. So thank you very
Okay,
much.
time for Beyond the Great Firewall, guys. Okay,
We
important
take
one
you
today.
inside the Chinese Great Firewall and we translate
Yes.
what's going on.
Things that
Interestingly, we have had this trend. I'm going to say it was a good 6-month trend.
Yes.
Of propaganda videos coming out from Westerners
Yes.
saying how China is a high trust society like Japan and Korea.
Oh, it's safe. You can like leave your laptop or
you can leave
whatever,
your stuff,
leave
your
your
bag,
wallet,
your wallet, or your phone.
leave your bike unlocked
You
with the
put
keys
money
in
in
the
a bush.
ignition. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's outlandish. Anyone who's lived in China knows that it's false and it's complete rubbish, right?
It's almost like prejudice and racist to say that, because it's like that because China's not allowed to have normal problems. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's when you've lived there, you know. It's
Yeah.
kind of like anyone who's been to Los Angeles or something.
Sure.
If you saw a Chinese person go to Los Angeles and in Chinese say to everyone, "Look, there are no homeless people in Los Angeles."
it's the same as saying that.
Yeah, it's like you can walk around the entire city, you won't see a single homeless person. You know,
It's the same.
Anyone who's been to Los Angeles will say, "No, you're
What are you talking about?
lying."
There's tons of homeless
Yeah,
people.
exactly. But because of the opaque nature of China's internet, you don't get to see the problems.
Yes.
So they can say that, and they know it's going to be very difficult for people to prove them wrong unless they've been there and seen it themselves.
And China has a multiple. Let's remember, 江好中国故事 is literally a Chinese government program with billions of dollars behind it to change the world's perception of it to fit the CCP's narratives.
Yes.
So that's why you're seeing so much of this very strange propaganda.
Yeah,
like
it's
this,
weird.
right?
It's like unrealistic.
So I wanted to harken back to this one because there's been some very interesting back-to-back clips that just prove it otherwise.
Okay, let's take a look.
really happen in China. And look, a motorbike with a bag right there.
How can someone leave his stuff just like that?
Well, this is what happens. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you ask any Chinese person, can you just leave your stuff everywhere?
Must
they
be
would
nice to
literally
live in a real
laugh at
country.
you. They would laugh at you.
Yeah, look at this. There's a bag on the table. Someone's left their bag there while they went to the toilet.
Yeah, I wanted to show that recent clip. The bag was stolen from the motorbike.
Yes.
Unlike what she said. This is 2 bags inside of a shop.
This guy steals those bags and the backpack that's on the table and walks off with them. So no, you can't leave your stuff even while you
Must be
quickly
nice
pop
to
to
live
the
in a real
bathroom.
country.
Your e-bike was stolen?
Yes.
So you can't leave your e-bike. I know so many people who have had their motorcycles and e-bikes stolen.
Dude, it's happened to
including me.
us. You know, that's the thing.
And currently, it's a big issue in the big cities in China.
So this poor woman's just got off work. You can hear she's crying because her bike's been stolen.
Yeah.
That's very common in China for this to happen.
Must be nice to live in a real country.
我电动车被偷了，雅迪的电动车，智能
My
锁
e-bike got
不管
stolen.
用，
My
还
Yadier
是
smart lock didn't work. The e-bike
This is
was
a different
stolen.
woman, by the way. She's
Yes.
just got to Xi'an, which is a
Just let her tell
big
her story and
city.
then we'll
Big
read it.
city. But yeah, let's
Yeah.
take a look at her story.
被偷了。
E-bike was
我
stolen.
眼睁睁
I
的看
watched
着
the
那
thief
个
on the
监控
security
里的
camera.
小偷，从花了
Took him like
花了
10,
5秒
actually
钟
like
时
5
间，
seconds.
就把我
And they
电
stole
动
my
车给
e-bike.
解开了，直接就骑走了。心情十分
This
低
isn't
落。
someone's like.
来到西安之后，
Yeah.
发生了很
After
多
arriving
很
in
多
Xi'an,
倒
so
霉
many
事儿
bad。things have happened.
刚开始来
When
到
I
西
first
安
came to Xi'an,
被骗子
I got scammed
骗走了
250 RMB
250
from the
块钱
deposit
定金，因为当时
because I
要
was
买
buying
个
a
二手
secondhand
的
bike. They
电动
convinced
车
her。that she needed a
Yeah.
250 kwai
Oh.
deposit.
Yeah.
Then in the
后
end,
来又
I spent
把我
2,700
花了
RMB on a new Oppo
2700
phone.
块钱买的一个 OPPO 的手机偷走了，那个手机
stolen
才买
after
了一
a
个
month.
月。
Yeah.
500,
再
600
后来我
bucks.
的狗被
Also,
偷
my
走了。
dog was stolen.
Wait. Okay, so she was scammed. Then she bought a new phone.
Yeah.
That got stolen in a month, and then someone stole her dog.
Yes.
And that's a China only problem right there
Why do they steal dogs?
for the restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other reason.
再后来电动车被偷
Then
走
my mode
了
of。transportation was stolen.
So then her e-bike was
Yeah.
stolen.
And so I wanted to say, you know how like you'll see kids messing around on e-bikes, right? That's not a toy in China. This is how she goes to work.
Yeah,
This is
the
not for
e-bikes that
fun.
you see in the States are different anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
They're just like actual transportation e-bikes. The ones in China, they have like, you know, places to store your things, and people use them for delivery. That's their job, or, you know, to get
Yes.
to and from work. It's very important.
Yes, these are not high-income people.
Yeah, so she went to Xi'an, she got scammed, then she bought a phone that was stolen after a month, then someone stole her dog, and then someone stole her e-bike.
Yes.
Yeah, that's... So when you see these foreigners going around saying like, oh, it's so safe, you could just leave it unlocked, you know they're full of shit.
We have
Excuse my
some
language.
people feeling for her in the chat, which is really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
this is really the reality of a lot of people. This is not a weird outlier.
When you get to the big cities, you get scammed.
Yes.
And it's not nice.
And thieved.
Yes, you get Can I quickly tell the story of the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make myself big for this. So I dated a girl once in China, and she had come to Shenzhen from Hunan to come and work there. So when she first got to Shenzhen, she found a stray dog. And so she was playing with the stray dog, and she kind of adopted it. So
Okay.
she was playing with the stray dog in the park. And she was approached by a man who said that, oh, that's a very interesting dog that you have. Do you want to sell it?
Yes.
So she's like, I don't know. And then he's like, no, I've got a friend who really likes these kinds of dogs.
Yeah.
I'll call him and then we can see, like, meet me here tomorrow or whatever. So he played this long game. So she met him the next day and he's like, okay, I'm just going to phone my friend. And he's like, my phone's out of battery. Can I use your phone to call my friend? She's like, yeah, sure. And so she handed him the phone and then he ran off with the phone. His whole long game was to steal her phone.
That sounds 100% correct.
Yeah, and I mean, that's because she was new to the city. She didn't really know what was going on. And there's so many scams like that. People get ripped off. I've got a lot of really heart-wrenching stories of people that have come from the countryside. And then they get taken advantage of. People try to help them out, pretend to be helping them out, but actually steal all their
We
money.
could go all day.
Yeah, anyway.
I just out of curiosity, I want to see if Google updated its nonsense because when you ask Google if there's dog meat in China,
yeah.
because we know it's everywhere.
Yeah, they're always like,
We've
oh,
seen
it's
it
only
all
a
over.
small
They're
regional
like, oh, it's a
thing.
regional delicacy or something,
Yeah,
right?
well, it's not
Must be
widespread.
nice
So
to live
that-
in a real country.
So I just wanted to give a quick update.
Yeah.
This is 2025. These are
2025.
the dog meat restaurants in China. And by the way, each one of these,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
these
I'll get us out of there.
nubbins, some of those are in the hundreds. So one
Yes.
of those can be hundreds.
Yeah, exactly, because basically these are in little clusters. So if you click on one of those ratings, there'll be like 50 dog meat restaurants in that area.
Yeah, or 100.
Yeah, or 100 and something. But
know
yeah,
what I
when you
mean?
search dog meat, that's this is like the Google Maps of China, Baidu Maps.
You know what's interesting?
What?
Do you want to say what's interesting?
What's that?
In the Muslim region of Xinjiang, there's
Yes.
one.
There's only one.
In Qinghai, where there's Tibetan Buddhists and Hui Muslim people, There's none.
None.
In Tibet, where there are Buddhist people, there are none. These are only in the Han majority areas. Han Chinese, 90% of the population. What's interesting is that I just think it's been a really interesting PR campaign from China. It's also part of Tell a Good China Story. Jiangho Zhongguo Gushi. Convince people. We saw a rash of videos probably 5 years ago.
Trying to convince people that Chinese people don't eat dog.
It was a direct campaign. Like, it was like, Chinese people don't eat dogs. That was the line you heard on hundreds of videos.
So then why do you, when you search for dog meat restaurant, you get all these hits on Google Maps?
Yeah.
I mean, Baidu Maps.
My point is, I don't care. I said this before. I don't care about the debate on if it's ethical or not, right? I've changed my position on this. I've eaten dog meat. I've changed my position after I saw the Yulin Dog Meat Festival. I find it unethical now.
Yes, yeah.
Now, the fact that I put that amount of nuance into developing my opinion, most people aren't going to do that, right?
Sure.
It's either good or bad or right or wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
The point of the conversation is that the Chinese government trying to convince people it doesn't exist. That's what I have a
that's
problem
the
with.
lie.
That's an enemy of the truth.
That's the lie.
It's not whether it's right.
It's there. We saw it everywhere as we traveled around China. We've seen it with our own eyes. It's there. It's a big part of China, whether you think it's right or wrong. So don't lie about it.
Yeah. So I fed this image to Google.
Yeah.
And I said, please explain this. And it's like, oh, actually, you're right. Maybe it is more widespread. I was like,
yes,
yeah,
exactly. Because, you can't hide that. Yeah. Anyway, guys, just to remind you, we have this fantastic limited time merch.
Oh, yes.
Take a look. And it is limited, genuinely.
Freaking hand machine goes handmade. No AI used.
Yes.
Bring awareness to phone addiction.
Yes. Whether you're proud of your phone addiction or whether you're against it, this is a good T-shirt to wear. Because hand machine ghost, Shouji Kong, which means phone addict in Chinese, it shows this very cool 80s inspired from like skateboard graphics kind of inspired image, very cyberpunk. Of the skeletal figure getting his soul sucked into his phone.
Exactly. Shoji Kong means being controlled by your phone, phone addiction.
Yes.
And we thought if you're being controlled by your phone, you will be a hand machine ghost. Because Shoji, a hand machine, is actual phone in Chinese.
Shoji, yeah.
So you'll become a ghost if you let your soul get sucked through that.
Correct.
And whether you wear this ironically or not, it's a great shirt.
Oh, it's an awesome looking thing.
Had so many people reach out and say this is the best merch yet.
I think it's
incredible.
It's world class. Like, the thing is, you could wear this and have nothing to do with the China show. It's just such a cool design.
It's just cool.
So I would suggest picking it up. I've already ordered some. We've ordered a bunch, right?
Yep.
Because they look so badass.
They're
and
amazing.
It's limited. Just like our previous limited stuff, it will go away. So if you want to get it, get it.
It's in multiple textures. Like, there's different qualities you can buy. Comfort colors are included. We had people reach out. They wanted those. They come in many, many sizes.
Yeah.
I think all the way up to like 5XL or something. Before that was an issue with our old merch. People were like, oh, it only goes up to XL or whatever. This is up to like 5XL.
And if you're wondering what the little characters up there say, it says Jishu Shua, which means continue swiping.
Keep swiping.
Yeah, keep swiping.
Keep scrolling. Yeah.
Scrolling, yeah. Continue scrolling,
So anyway, this is limited, like you said. Dragonella made this by hand.
Yes.
It is
no AI.
No AI. TheChinaShow.threadless.com. It is amazing. It's limited. Raise the awareness of global phone addiction with this epidemic, east to west, or promote it.
Yeah.
Just tell everyone I am Hand Machine Ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Suck my soul. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, good thing you added soul into that. So let's continue.
Yeah.
It's
What else would
slapaganda.
I say?
I don't know what you normally say. Slapaganda time.
Nose?
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
Doing. Whoa, Ray.
This is hilarious, guys. You've probably seen this. I mean, this clip going around. I'm going to play it. Take a look of this intelligent porn. Now, take a look at this one propaganda account, which, by the way, we've confirmed is a synthetic propaganda relay.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that in the future.
Yes.
But look at this. Hashtag China's intelligent port operates with high efficiency. At China's smart port, autonomous transport vehicles move in an tireless manner. So now this clip of this automated port started to go viral. I mean,
millions, right?
Yeah, that particular post that you can see there hit over 2 million views. Okay, that particular one was over 2 million. And now you get to see how the Chinese propaganda machine operates, because take a look here. It gets picked up by these like amplifier accounts.
Yes.
Okay, and I wanted to just read some of these things that they say here. Okay, let's move on a little bit here. I'll show you some of the things. Hashtag China's ports in China operate with high efficiency using autonomous vehicles that work non-stop.
And that is autonomous.
Yes. It gets shared in different languages too. And look at this guy. As I was flying into Shanghai, I saw the port from the plane. It was a huge city within a city. Here's a video of how they are unloading. So this guy's like, as I flew into Shanghai, this is what I saw.
Yeah.
Liar. You'll find out why. This
Turbo
is all liars.
liar.
He's a turbo liar. Smart Chinese ports, trucks and transportation equipment move with astonishing smoothness, without drivers, without stopping, and with precision and efficiency, surpassing humans. You know, like when you start to look at these glazing things about China, you're like, whatever, you know. It's a scene from the future, but it's actually happening in China now, right? This intelligent port operations with hashtag China's intelligent port operations. You get the idea.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
So you're showing all of these people that were amplifying this piece of propaganda.
Yeah.
The original account, did you say was that at China_fact? Was that the
No,
original?
that was one that went very big.
That was one of the big ones. So yeah, I just wanted people to know it did probably stem from either that, like got popular from that.
Yes, but that Dan Yi, whatever it was, that's
gotcha.
where it originated
The at China_fact is in fact 92 to I think 97% confirmed a synthetic propaganda relay.
Yeah.
Literally made by the Chinese.
Yeah,
government.
so
just
all
keep
of
that in
these,
mind.
pretty much all of these. Look at this. At China's intelligent smart board Tianjin. So now they're saying it's Tianjin. They're like 76 Huawei-powered L4 autonomous guided vehicles, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now they're even telling what brand they are and what port it is in China.
Popular.
Now it's really just, you know, and it's like breaking news. China is operating container transportation using autonomous driving, whatever, something or other. You know, you get the point.
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, this is all just stuff sucking off China, saying like, wow, look at China's port. Look at this is China. This is development. Professor something, Professor Shill. What's this, you know? Hashtag intelligent port in China operates with high efficiency. Okay, so I could just keep reading these, but I think by now you get the idea. It's all
reading
just,
chat, it's interesting that people are like, oh, maybe this is fake. I can't tell what's going on. It's pretty...
Chinese smart port operating. China is very innovative, you know, China's efficiency. And then you've got them in Japanese. By the way, there's a lot of fake Chinese accounts that pretend to be Japanese.
Oh, okay.
So
this really got out there is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, take a look at how much it was boosted by these stupid propaganda outlets. Some of these were getting millions of views, okay? So you've got to see how effective this is.
Right.
Now you understand how the Chinese, you know, how they use our social media to just further their stupid propaganda. Because look at this. It went everywhere. You've got Indian accounts that are actually just Chinese propaganda accounts boosting this, right? But what if I were to tell you that this wasn't China?
What would you tell us? And it's not AI either.
No, this is real. This clip is real. But you know what it turns out is that it's actually Long Beach Port in California. This is Long Beach. And by the way, these autonomous things have been going around in Long Beach since 2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So millions and millions of people saw this and came to the conclusion that it was China based on this propaganda effort from the Chinese government.
Yeah. So this clip is from America, but it's been going on since 2016. So that's a lot. That's a lot of time, right? And people were so willing to gobble this propaganda up because it was saying China's better than America. China's more advanced than America. And you got that like, we'll never catch up. China's so far ahead.
It's like it feeds into this bizarre and lame as hell thing that these people want to be confirmed. They want to confirm that America's bad or something.
Yeah.
Like Americans, right?
Yes.
They'll get in on this and a bunch of other people as well.
It's kind of like this.
Must be nice to live in a real country.
Yeah. It's like, I am so happy to see China win here because I got to be the best at being the worst.
Yeah, got to be number one at
America's got to be the
sucking.
worst, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm sorry, this might be the boring answer to you, but America's great.
Yes,
It's
awesome.
innovative. It has amazing things like this.
Sure.
Where do you think all this stuff comes from? You know what I mean? Anyway, it is this phenomenon that we're seeing, and it's funny because we invented this thing called ABP, America Bad Party. It's when America has to be bad at all costs.
This.
And it became kind of fashionable to be that because I think a lot of people saw it as being like bucking the trend or like I'm different because I realize America's bad. And like it's this victim syndrome. It's like I'm actually in this oppressive society of America and it's bad, right?
Sure.
When in reality, America is a very, very good country to be in compared to most of the world.
Yeah.
And so what's funny is I think it's gotten to the point now where you and I are seeing this. If you have the ABP opinion, it's actually super lame.
It is
It's
lame.
like nerd shit.
It's lame.
Super lame. It's like, that's like a majority lame opinion. It's like a
Yes,
sheep opinion.
it is.
You're not bucking the trend. You are a normie.
Here's the thing. This has been around for many years now in Long Beach, right? But I've never once seen someone try to propagandize it. Have you ever seen anyone be like,
Never
this
once.
is America's autonomous port.
No.
We're living in the future,
No.
way ahead.
You don't need to.
No, but for some reason, you just need to put China in front of it, and everyone gobbles it up as if it's like, wow, amazing.
It's funny because it's the prerogative of the actual CCP. This stuff comes from the CCP's
Yeah.
propaganda department,
Yeah.
like from China, right?
Yeah.
And then it feeds into those self-hating people.
Correct.
So
And-
it's kind of this vicious cycle.
And you saw how it was boosted. So
Yeah.
it was getting millions and millions of views as China.
Yeah.
But then, finally, because a couple of people picked up on this, we managed to get a community noted. And then, as a result of it being community noted, they realized that they'd won. I mean, they'd lost. At first, they tried to be like, no, oh, well, China also has that. And then they tried to post. It was too late, bro. It was too late.
There's like, some of those vehicles are actually Chinese.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
then that's what matters.
Yes, and you're like,
Like, what are you talking about?
that's not what matters here, bro. You try to say that was China,
Yeah.
and then they removed the post.
Okay.
Some of them, they're still up. It's still going up as being Chinese. It was just
Well,
that
the damage is done.
Yeah.
Right? How many people saw your correction?
only like 30,000.
How many people saw the original?
2 million.
There you go.
Or more,
Millions.
like millions of times. So in a lot of
They won.
in a lot of people's minds, that kind of autonomous port thing is China, but it's actually Long Beach, California.
Yes.
It's just kind of pathetic. Anyway, whenever you see something like China, this or this or this, China's living in the future, you need to take a look at it.
Yeah.
Because previously they were like, China's living in the future, just unveiled this whatever mirror like solar things in the desert or whatever. Well, America's had that for a very long time, and they've had a bigger
Most
one.
people don't know, though.
No, they don't know, because America doesn't go out and make this cheap propaganda.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
You don't need to live in a lie when
Yeah.
your country is already making stuff and being good.
That China's invented a nuclear battery. America invented those nuclear batteries and actually put them into pacemakers in the 70s.
Oh, the newest bullshit thing is gravity batteries. You seen this gravity battery shit? Oh my
Not yet.
gosh. Last episode, if you guys missed, that's where this Breaking Points meme comes from.
Yeah.
A bunch of nonsense like this bone glue that's not peer-to-peer reviewed.
Yep.
They'll run with headlines. Even Western media will run with headlines just to make sure that China comes out on top, and it's very confusing.
Yeah.
It's nonsense.
It's nonsense. Anyway, just wanted to prove, because this was a big win as far as like propaganda is concerned,
sure.
because it shows you how the system works. When you get to see how they get to push, by the way, this is the Long Beach. See, it says zero emission on the side.
there it is.
This is America. Probably tell by the cleanness of the sky and everything
Yeah,
as well.
true.
But I'm just being honest here. Look at how it was spread.
Yeah.
I showed you a couple of examples of how it was just taken. They've got a network, right? When there's propaganda that's doing well or being pushed out there, it gets automatically spread on all these amplifier Twitter accounts or X accounts. Not only that, TikTok and everywhere
Yeah,
else.
TikTok's even
It gets
bigger.
pushed everywhere, and it gets picked up, and they take advantage of our social media to push their bullshit propaganda. And it turns out it was America.
Yep.
It just shows you how nonsense it is. But because they thought it was China, they pushed it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're almost at the like goal, by the way, so make sure you hit,
Oh, sweet.
hit
Please.
like.
Yeah. Time for soft power hour, guys. This is the main segment of the show. All right? So let's
is.
get into it. What's happening? We showed this last week.
Scary.
Okay, so now, guys, by now, we've talked about this car in the past. This is a Xiaomi XU7 or SU7, whatever it is. It's that Porsche Taycan knockoff. You can literally take a Porsche Taycan and you can take this
Show
side
it.
by
It's in-
side.
it's in here.
Oh, it's in here. Yeah, that's right. I put it in there, didn't I? The airbag didn't go off. That's the point of this clip we showed you last week. So in this fairly serious accident, the airbags didn't deploy. You can see what it is, right? The SU7 and the Taycan 4S. It is
Wow.
I mean, it's a very blatant knockoff, let's be honest. It is just a knockoff. They basically said, oh, here, copy my homework, try to change a few things here or there. Now, this has been pushed. This particular car has been pushed as a big, win for China.
Yeah.
It's like China can make...
It's like a soft power thing.
They could say China can make a good-looking sports car. And they took that iShow Speed guy and they drove him around in it. And he was like, well, going all crazy about it and stuff. But you know what? China can't make something nice. China can copy something. You know what I mean? This is just a copy, as you can see.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this particular car has been involved in a lot of controversy. Now, first of all, it's a big darling of the Chinese government because the company that makes it, Xiaomi, is a big, tied to the Chinese government, and it's part of the national pride. They make phones, nice phones that are copies of Apple, like, the 17 Pro Max or whatever.
They call it the 17 Pro Max.
Yeah, the 17 Pro Max.
They skip 16.
Because, just because iPhone released it. We showed that to you guys last time. But this particular car was involved in, I'd like to say about 4 or 5 months ago, was involved in a horrific accident where 3 young girls burned to death. They were trapped inside after crashing. And it was on its self-driving when it happened, right? So the self-driving was going and then it crashed, 3 girls burned to death. Big controversy around that. But they managed to explain it away and pretend like it was their fault or whatever. They wormed their way out. And another thing this company does is it sues every motor blogger who goes out there and tries to
Because in Chinese people, a huge new profession are people that review cars because China has so many EV manufacturers. So there's thousands of car reviewers now.
Yeah.
And so it's become a burgeoning profession to be out there and be like, I'm going to test the new whatever, right? And they've been very litigious with all those people.
Of course, it's not only Xiaomi, BYD, all of these bigger companies. When a reviewer gives a bad review or points out a safety feature is wrong or puts a complaint, they get sued into silence.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
And of course, that's why you don't see all the bad news coming out. But something's just happened which, once again, has broken through that.
Yeah. This went viral in China.
Yep. So a guy crashed his SU7 and it caught fire and the doors could not be opened. Okay, so unfortunately, tragic, he burned to death. People tried to get him out. So you've got a number of people, about 5 or 6 people that tried to break the window. They tried to get the door open. The door could not be opened. And as a result, the guy burned to death inside of the vehicle, which again shows you the dangers of these EVs because a lot of them have electric doors. So this is the founder of Xiaomi, and this is the car that we're talking about here. It's an SU7, and he's bragging about the doors.
Yeah, well, this is the clip that's going around the Chinese internet.
Yeah, because this is before this happened, obviously.
比如说半隐藏式门把手，我们发布完了以后呢，有很多人好评，还有很多人觉得这有啥呀？其实这个细节特别细，是因为这里面有按钮，一按门就打开了。这个好处在什么地方呢？
Yeah, so the
Not
whole
really an advantage, is it?
No, the whole point is that you see these guys were trying their best to smash the window and get the guy out. They couldn't. He's trying to say like, oh, it's safe. You just push the buttons and you can open it. But it's not a mechanical door handle. It's only got 2 micro switches in there, as this guy shows, because he takes it apart.
Yeah, the outrage. You remember you're talking about how people were like scared to not talk about it.
Yeah.
This outrage was so big that a lot of people, hundreds of people, talked about it because it's such a big deal.
Yeah. So I mean, here's the thing: that is not a mechanical door handle, so it doesn't lift up. All it is underneath. It's got 2 buttons, which this guy shows. See, under that pad, if you take it apart. It's only 2 micro switches. Now, the problem with that is that if in the event of a collision, see, that's it. Those 2 little micro switches, that's all.
Right.
In the event of a collision and the power gets cut off, that's not going to work.
Right.
Because that's electric.
Unless there's like a manual, like
yeah, you need a manual.
Car, right?
You need
Which
a manual like mechanical. It probably does have one inside, but like the fact that there's no mechanical release, like you can't actually like open it from the outside.
I mean, on the main handle.
Yeah, because it's just 2 buttons. That's it. Those 2 micro switches. That's all. Now, here's the thing. This is that same car. Because of this incident, clips are now starting to be shared. Now, before, people are too scared to share them because they're worried about being sued.
Yeah.
This happened today. Okay? October 17th in Wuhan. This happened today. As you can see, the wheel came off one of these things and it hit the barrier. Same car.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a fairly common issue because there are quite a few videos going around of the wheels coming off after minor accidents.
Yeah.
I mean, you can actually see now the one above us, that kind of van thing is not one of these cars. It's another Chinese EV where the wheel just snapped off.
I think it's common in Chinese EVs, period.
Yeah. But if you take a look, there is another one of those Xiaomis, the one that trapped the guy into burn to death. You can see there the wheel has come off as well. The suspension snapped and he didn't hit anything as far as I could tell. Because the rim isn't bent.
Sure.
Because usually if you'd hit something with that force, your rim would be bent.
You mean on the van thing?
No,
on that thing.
On the fake Porsche.
Okay.
The Porsche knockoff one, yeah. So now people are starting to share these clips. They're getting a little bit more emboldened. They're less worried about being sued because it's now in the spotlight.
Right.
By the way, Xiaomi's shares, they plummeted something like 8% the next day after this crash.
Yeah, because this broke through some of the censorship.
Yes, because people, like they managed to squash that one where the 3 girls died, but not this time. I mean, like, take a look at this clip over here. You're like, oh,
people are too mad. There's nothing
Yeah.
to lose, too. You lose your family, or you you crash and you lose all your stuff.
I wonder what car that could have been with the wheel off. I wonder what it could be. Oh, look, it's a Xiaomi. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's another one of those knockoff Porsches. We can't just be talking about one brand here. Chinese EVs in general have a lot of issues. And it's because of the lack of transparency in China that you don't really get to know what's going on. I believe we showed this where it caught like 6 other cars on fire. It's like on the 5th of this month. But because they sue everyone into silence, and because the Chinese government has got such a big stake in the EV industry, they ensure that very bad news doesn't get out of China.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's true.
That we just don't get a very transparent look. Now, you can go and search about Teslas catching fire or Tesla incidents, and you will find every single one. Yeah. There's not a single hidden one. No. Right? But if you try to find out all these incidents in China, it's very difficult to get an exact number. It's very difficult to find out where and how.
There's some more stuff there. This clip is unrelated.
Oh, it's unrelated.
This is like a protest.
Yeah, this is one of those. They didn't
disputed wages.
Yeah, they didn't pay wages.
In a solar factory.
Okay, yeah.
That is
something that's solar farm.
Solar farm, man. This has been happening all over China. The economy not doing very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is che.com. So che means car.
Yes.
And so they did a collision test to test this. Like I said, there's big automotive journalists that do want to get to the bottom of this. It's not that China is like a big little scam lying country. People do want to know the truth.
Of course.
They want to know if their dollar should go or their yuan should go to, a certain car.
Yeah.
So a collision test last November, the doors of the Xiaomi SU7 couldn't be opened due to power loss.
Yes.
The video's subtle note stated that it was because the frontal collision test took too long, causing this small battery to lose power.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera.
But then they did the same test
with the Tesla.
Yeah, the Tesla did the exact same test.
And I guess it was fine.
Oh yeah, all the doors opened.
So yeah.
It's obviously a problem. It's something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
They need to redesign the whole way it works. Yeah. Because again, this is the second high-profile incident where people have been trapped and burned to death.
Who knows? Again, completely speculative, but who knows how many others?
Yeah.
Who knows how many others we don't know about?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see the doors opened absolutely fine on the Tesla.
Right.
We've been seeing a lot of these EVs either spontaneously combusting or being involved in pretty bad accidents around China recently.
Yeah.
And just the sheer volume of the clips coming out just shows you that this is not a scarce problem,
We rarely cover this because of how often it happens.
Yeah.
It's just there's so much of it out there.
Yeah.
And I figured we'd show a spotlight because this did go viral in China.
Because it's happening right now. It's a big deal right now. And people are, like I said, with this recent incident, because it's so harrowing when you watch the footage of the poor guy and they're just like hammering, they're trying to break the glass, and you see how dangerous it is to get trapped in one of these vehicles without being able to open the doors. This is something that needs to change across the entire industry, because when an EV catches fire, you get very little time to react. And you need to be able to pull someone out of there quickly.
Well, it's like a bomb, really.
Yeah, and it's the temperatures at which they burn and the fierceness of the fires when the batteries go off. It's far worse than an internal combustion engine. So, while you might have time to...
when it does burn,
Yes. You might have time to escape in an internal combustion engine when it's on fire.
Right.
But with an EV, it's really seconds count. You know what I mean? Just been seeing a lot of that now.
Absolutely.
Anyway, moving on, I suppose.
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Probably don't need to watch this over and over again.
Yes. We're not. Look, they're trying to put it
No
out.
one in there, so don't worry yet.
Yeah.
Just in case someone...
Oh, yeah, no one's in there. That also wasn't the lithium-ion battery catching fire, I don't believe. Or maybe it is. Because usually it's incredibly violent. Thing is, like, sometimes they'll blame... This is interesting.
Yeah.
That's the the sewer blowing up. Yeah, this also happened this previous week. Sometimes it'll be things like the electric heater in the seat catches fire, and then the whole thing catches fire. It's not always the lithium-ion battery.
People put a lot of trust in these, though. I mean, they're hitting the highways and they're sleeping in the back. That is like shocking to me. I just can't even imagine.
Just don't even do that.
I love how casual this woman is. She's like flipped her whatever.
Yeah, it's a hybrid. It's half electric. She's like, all right, I'm out of there.
I'm out of here. This is a classic. We just wanted to show this. He's like bragging about how the technology, the door stopping technology, must be very new.
Yeah, because it's like, oh,
look at this. I'll even sacrifice my head here. Oh crap!
Yes.
We just wanted to keep in mind Hu Chenfeng.
Still missing.
Digital death, deleted off the internet. He was a normal commentator, a Chinese streamer, very good guy.
He used to point out some societal issues.
Yeah, but he was a patriot. He was pro-China.
He just wanted things to change.
Yeah. He's been disappeared. Nobody knows where he is. And deleted.
I just want to talk about that whole thing about let's get us over here, about pointing out societal ills. I posted something on Twitter the other day of, we don't cover this on the show because we don't cover it usually, but domestic violence is a huge issue in China and no one steps in.
It makes people upset, so we don't want to show footage of that,
obviously. So I showed a clip of a couple kind of getting physical in public, but the thing is, there was a man kind of slapping his girlfriend around with security guards right next to cameras at the subway entrance, tons of people standing around. Nobody did anything.
Saw it a lot in real life.
Yeah, we've seen that in real life. I've intervened, you've intervened. We've done stuff about it when we were in China. And I had someone try to argue with me to say that it's better not to intervene because, you shouldn't get involved in family issues. And if she really wanted help, she could just call the police and they'd be there in a minute.
What a
bunch of nonsense.
What a joke.
But at the end of the day, how this argument concluded was I asked the person, I said, listen, do you want this to change? Do you like this? Do you want it to change? I want it to change. That's why I talk about it. I don't want this kind of acceptance of domestic violence in public to persist in China. Because that could be my wife or my daughter or anyone, I don't want that to happen. And I will stop it if I see it. This guy was saying like, I won't ever step in. I said, well, you're a coward, number one. But number two, you obviously condone and endorse this kind of behavior.
You don't want it to change.
Yeah, because you'd rather try to stop me from showing it to people, save the embarrassment, I guess, and allow it to continue, rather than put a stop to it. So, a lot of what we do here, guys, is not to point fingers and laugh or say like, oh, China sucks or something. It's to say, these are the problems in China we want to be solved.
But they won't be because they're censored.
Yes.
They'd rather they don't exist in the public eye. So.
It's just like these EVs, people burning to death in EVs. I don't want that to happen. I don't want Chinese EVs to be poor quality. I want them to be good quality.
People are going to buy them. If they're going to buy them, I hope they're safe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than just making it go away.
You have to make an informed decision.
Yeah.
It's like when you go buy that like electric scooter at Walmart or whatever, wherever you buy it, one of those Chinese electric scooters, you don't hear about all the houses that have burned down, but if you search, you'll see there are tons. And if you knew about that, you might think twice. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. True. Anyway, let's continue on. These were 4 separate incidents. We don't want to dwell on this too much, but just to show you that still, at this point in time in China, the economy is still struggling. You've got people, this is across the entire country.
Yeah.
On the same day, it was between October 10 and 14.
Yep.
You had these people with wage arrears, haven't been paid wages in 6 months to a year, protesting to try and get their wages back.
Yep.
Again, that's the sign of a very unhealthy economy,
Yes.
The fact that every week we can show you scenes like this proves that it's not just a once-off, it's not just a seasonal thing, This is legit what people are going through right now in China.
Yeah.
So just so you know what this is about, and just to raise awareness, because these poor people are struggling,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
These are just the other incidents. Yeah.
Yes, so these are the other incidents.
That's right. Oh, by the way, we hit our like goal.
Oh, does that? I thought that means we don't need to see the farmer again, or does that mean you want to say something as the farmer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can say something quickly.
I just want to say thank you very much. Like Farmer's here to tell you thank you for hitting that like goal. We can hit the 7,000 likes on this show. Of course, Winston will become the like one, but we know that won't happen. But at least you can click the thumbs up. It's completely free. It helps seed the feed. It gets it on people's feed.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Cool. All right, guys, we've got to talk about this nonsense.
Is crazy. Where's the news on this?
This has been going on, and it's getting worse.
Yeah, just let it rip.
Remember we were talking about this chikungunya virus,
Yeah.
right? That was it's like a mosquito-borne thing in southern China.
Yeah.
Well, I'm starting to think it's something else.
Look, the response is getting weird.
Look at what they're doing. They're going on cherry pickers to people's apartments and ripping any kind of pot plants they have. Look at that hill. You see that mountainside there? I'm just going to, first of all, show you that someone's spraying poison into the dirt.
Yes.
Okay? But not only that, they've removed all of the foliage. Do you see all the trees lined up, like lying on the ground? They've chopped down. That used to be covered in greenery. They've destroyed all the foliage, and then they're poisoning the ground. It's like salting the earth.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
They're literally, you think that's not poison. We'll show you it's poison.
Yeah.
These guys, look, they're ripping out the trees.
Yeah, I did see some like CCP psyops on Twitter where they're saying like, oh, this is water vapors. And we're like, yo, oh yeah?
Dude, it's
oh yeah?
It's poison. Now, these guys are literally poisoning people's homes. Some crazy stories, because now what they're doing is they're actually breaking into people's apartments and stealing their pot plants.
Potted plants, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Just so people don't get confused.
Yeah, we call them pot plants.
Yeah. They're not grown weed.
No, you're not allowed to in China. You'll go to jail. I mean, you'll be in massive trouble, executed or whatever. See, they're going up and literally like ripping people's balcony plants.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, by the way. I actually do think this is probably a chikungunya response. But it's what I think is they've downplayed it so much because of the response we're seeing. I think it's affected a lot of people.
This is massive. They wouldn't be going to this level of disinfection unless it was huge.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, this
it's all over.
This can't be an overreaction. This must be a reaction to something very big. Look, the entire neighborhood is covered in poison.
I mean, it could be an overreaction. I think China does that. They go crazy sometimes. If they don't understand something. So the CCP doesn't understand a lot of things, and they just go nuts.
I mean, sure, but this to me seems a bit excessive.
Sure.
You know, and the fact that it's still ongoing, because you would have thought by now it's been over a month that they've been doing this.
True.
And every week we can show you new footage. But something that came out this week that we definitely wanted to share with you is what's been happening inside of people's apartments.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, look, they're chopping up people's any greenery. Last time we showed how they were spraying in the wet market, remember, on people's vegetables and on their meat and stuff? Well, there's something else we want to show you here. We'll get to it. Oh, man.
You can see all the way from up there. What are we on, the 22nd floor?
Yes.
You can see the clouds. Look at the clouds.
The entire city there is just covered in poison.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think this is a chikungunya response, but I think they've not told us how bad it's gotten.
Yeah. I mean, you can see people lining up for their blood tests and stuff there as well. But something's going on here which is being kept hush-hush, but, you know, something of a big, big nature. Look at these people burning the mosquito coils. Oh, dude, that's like,
I hate
now you're poisoning yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. I can't handle it. That smell of that stuff is vile. Anyway, look at this. They broke into a guy's house, and he has a fish pond in there, as you can see it over here, where he's got some of his own, like, ornamental fish, but he also has been, like, he's keeping fish that he breeds to sell for food, right?
Yeah.
So they pour this poison all over. Inside his house here. I mean, and then look, the fish died. So for anyone who's saying it's not poison, it killed all this dude's fish. It's 100% poison. And look, I mean, this woman's spraying, this is like on the 14th.
Like a raid.
She's literally spraying raid on the vegetables in the market. Yeah, I mean, dude, like, come on. That is bug spray that she's spraying directly onto the vegetables. I mean, I can't see this ending well. See here, they just broke into this guy while he was sleeping, by the way. So he's sleeping in his room. They came into his apartment and they just ripped all of his potted plants, as you say, any greenery. They stole them all. And
these are those Chinese volunteers,
government
volunteers. They wear the red shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the new red guards.
They are. I mean, isn't this just kind of insane?
It is.
What's this?
This is our new competition, our new
iMovie.org.
The China Show
Sticker giveaway.
Every week, we're going to give away some stickers.
Oh, yeah.
They got our QR code for the show. You can spread the word. You can put them wherever you want.
Is there a link in the description?
There is if you want to sign up for the sticker giveaway. Cool. But we now have a wheel of names, and we're going to see who is the winner today.
Okay.
What do you think?
Cool. Yeah, let's take a look. Who's going to win? Sticker giveaway.
Our first winner. This will be the honorary first winner.
And who is it? Oh, that's so close.
Chris S. It is Chris S. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Chris S.
The winner.
Somebody will be reaching out and we'll be sending you some free stickers. So we
Congratulations.
want to spread the word. And, if you would like to win some free stickers, how many do we send?
I think 5.
Yeah, 5 stickers.
They're pretty big.
Yeah, they're nice. They're cool looking. Those ones.
Yeah.
My wife says it looks like a fat dragon.
I don't think it looks fat. I think it looks amazing.
I think a PHAT.
Oh, yeah. That's what she meant.
It's fat.
Yeah, it's fat. Like 90s fat.
Yeah, when that was cool.
Yeah.
And people were like Fat Farm. Means
Fat
like,
Farm. I remember Fat Farm. Yo.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, if you'd like to get into the sweepstakes, there's a link down in the description.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, fantastic.
Absolutely.
Congratulations again. Time for Worldview, guys. This is where we talk about everything in the world, specifically with regards to China. And
so this is big news.
Sure.
So this is, do you remember this whole chip debacle, right? The whole thing is nobody wants China or the Chinese government to get a hold of high-level chips, right? Not talking about Doritos. Not talking about
Doritos,
Fritos.
not a high-level chip. What the hell's wrong with you? That's like the lowest level. Maybe like a Fritos.
Hey,
or
if we
kettle.
ever got a Dorito sponsor, we'd do it. It's fine.
We'd do it.
Support an American company.
Yeah, with Grin and Bear. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
Yeah.
they're trying not to let, it's not good for China to get a hold of some chips because what they can do is take over the entire chip industry and then the world becomes dominant on an authoritarian power run by a communist dictatorship. Probably not a good idea.
And also they use the advanced chips in their AI and in their weapons and so on.
Military
Well,
applications.
the fact is, all of China's chip technology that they have today is stolen. They have not actually, they've not been able to create their own chips. Every single Chinese chip out there is a derivative of something else.
For sure.
And what's happening is people are trying to keep the advanced tooling away from China because once they steal the advanced tooling, then they can make high-level chips.
Yes.
Because they can't make it by themselves.
Nope.
But yeah.
So what happened is the Dutch government took control of Nexperia. It was a Chinese-owned chip maker based in the Netherlands, citing serious governance shortcomings and threats to national and European economic security. The decision made under the Goods Availability Act follows the investigations that reportedly uncovered hidden kill switches in chip designs and evidence of embedded Chinese intelligence operatives within the company's Dutch operatives. Gee, I wonder what they were doing.
Yeah.
Couldn't be completely stealing the technology to go reverse engineer. Right now, China's got a government-mandated program to get as much technology moved over to China as possible by a certain time period. It's kind of like the new doctrine and be-all, end-all goal of the CCP right now.
Yes.
So you're seeing a lot of this kind of stuff. Authorities acted to secure Europe's semiconductor supply chain and prevent potential disruption in a crisis, fearing Beijing could pressure the firm to prioritize China's needs. Nexperia's Chinese company Wing Tech has denounced the move as discriminatory and vowed legal action. What a surprise. The takeover deepens EU-China trade tensions already strained by Beijing's ties to Russia and U.S. sanctions. Wing Tech was placed on a U.S. entity list in 2024 for national security reasons. Nexperia previously faced similar scrutiny in the UK, where it was forced to divest its Newport plant. Despite the intervention, production in the Netherlands continues, while Dutch officials maintain that the measure is purely precautionary to safeguard the strategic technology and prevent espionage-linked vulnerabilities in Europe's chip sector. It gets so much worse than that. People are prioritizing this. I wanted to follow up this with something I saw, an incredible story on 60 Minutes.
Okay.
Can we have a little look?
Sure. You got a little thing?
It's everyone's homework today.
Oh, you got homework for people?
I got homework for
people. That's what people want to do on a Friday.
You know what? You're going to have to. You're just going to have to. But first, let me cover this.
Okay.
This was huge. The Chinese military is getting absolutely slaughtered, like completely purged. And what this means is a lot of people are thinking this is fragility. And the reason it's a symbol of fragility is when you remove the top military generals, it means you're probably trying to get people super loyal to you and get rid of anyone that you might see as a potential threat.
Yep.
But a lot of times, those are the very people that are running the show, right? That you actually need,
sure.
Right? And sometimes when you put someone that you think is like incredibly loyal to, which is what Xi Jinping's been doing, oftentimes those people get purged as well, because the paranoia runs deep, right? Let's just look at this. The 9 officials just recently,
okay,
right? The vice chairman of the Central Military Commission, the director of the Central Military Commission's Political Work Department, an executive deputy director of the Central Military Commission's Political Work Department, an executive deputy director of it, Eastern Theater commander, the Army's political commissioner, the Navy's political commissioner, the Rocket Forces commander, and the Armed Police Force commander. These are very high-level positions getting purged out of the Chinese military. And do you know why they say it? I say it's because of corruption. Now, here's the deal.
Everyone is corrupt.
Yeah, I mean, the Chinese military is probably one of the most corrupt enterprises in the entire world.
Yes.
So I get that. But it's, I mean, that's how China operates.
Yep.
So that's not an excuse. It means that I think my analysis is that the political leadership in China is very fragile and worried about things right now.
Sure.
It is trying to do everything it can to consolidate because they're probably worried about some sort of in conflict. If there was enough pushback, let's say they invaded Taiwan.
Yeah.
If there was enough pushback within the local populace, I just lost my son. Millions of sons died in this war, right?
Sure.
That could put a lot of pressure on the CCP. There could be revolts. There could be a military coup if you have people in there that just want to consolidate power because they have all the guns, right? It's a lot of things that they're worried about right now. So this is something to keep an eye on.
Yeah,
sure.
Definitely. Let's move on.
Also, huge crackdown on Christianity right now in China. And I thought it's just so ironic because there was a push. And I think this is something that you had tracked. On Twitter, we were seeing Western shills for this Chinese government saying that, hey, what are you talking about? There's religion all over China.
It's like you get these fresh off the boat shills will go to Shanghai, and there are historical churches there, right? But they're governed. It's like it's there as a tourist attraction, number one. And if you do want to go to a church in China, it's China's own very controlled version of Christianity, where they have their own version of the Bible. They have pictures of Xi Jinping on the wall inside there. Everything that's said is censored, and there are minders that sit there. It's not freedom of religion.
No.
But you get there like, oh, look, there's a church. Everyone says religion's banned in China.
It's North Korea's version of religion. It also exists in North Korea. It's literally a party apparatus to control people.
Yeah, they go there and they're like, oh, look, you've got mosques in China. Meanwhile, it's not possible to bring a Quran into China. It's illegal. Or a Bible. It's illegal to bring a Bible into China. But, you had this big push to try and pretend like there's religious freedom. This, again, is the whole money talks, bullshit walks kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, where you can actually see the real way China treats religion. Yeah. And this was a big crackdown.
Yeah, the next picture just shows some evidence of that. I just want to show, it kind of makes it more real when you see the secret police going in and like just going through books. They're just arresting religious figures.
Yes.
Going through the books. So actually millions of people, and I've met these guys when I was in Inner Mongolia. These are Han Chinese. It's a Han Chinese village I met. They're all underground Catholics, and they basically celebrated their religion underground with the threat of going to jail for the rest of their life because they cannot properly worship God in their own way in China without being persecuted or having to worship the state first.
Well, that's because the Communist Party is above God and must always be the number one thing.
Correct.
When you pledge allegiance type thing in the school, you're pledging allegiance to the Communist Party.
You know what? There's probably a soundbite for this, but it's like reminds me. It must be
nice to live in a real country.
Yeah, I would love to live in a country where I can't worship my and follow my religion.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be great.
Isn't that awesome?
It's a real country.
Yeah, it's a real country.
That's what real countries do.
Agreed.
He operated a call center overseas of hundreds of workers whose sole purpose was to reach out to victims, try to gain their trust. A lot of these initial reach outs were very innocuous, didn't come off the bat looking for money right away, but tried to gain trust with folks. And once they feel they had good trust, they would convince them to invest thousands of dollars into essentially fraudulent investment schemes. And a lot of times that was done through cryptocurrency or actually hard money.
And the suspect is 37 years old. His name is Chen Zi. Take a look. This is his picture right here. He is the founder and chairman.
Chen.
Why can't they get Chinese names right?
I don't know.
News,
come on. It's your job. Just, you don't have to learn Chinese, but learn how to pronounce people's names.
Yeah, her name's probably like Kathy Smith. What is it? Kate Smythe. Yeah, come on, dude.
Yes.
Seriously,
Anyway,
Chen Zhi.
this guy, this is very interesting.
Where's he from?
He's from China. A lot of media keeps saying, "Oh, Cambodian national." Guess what?
He's Chinese.
He was operating his horrible crime scheme in Cambodia, but he's from China.
Yeah.
So this guy was, he's on the run.
Yeah.
$15 billion umbrella enterprise. And what this was the pig butchering scam. We've covered this. You ever got a text message? Someone pretends like they know you.
Just like, hi.
And they get to talking to you, and then they eventually try to get you to fork money over after a long game, right? What you were talking to, you were talking to a slave. A modern day slave in Cambodia run by Chinese gangsters.
Yes.
This guy operated 100 plus companies.
Mm-hmm.
He was capturing people. Well, his enterprise was capturing people, forcing them to work in these slave camps where they would get beat and murdered.
Yeah, it's terrible.
If they didn't get enough money from their victims.
Yeah.
And they'd be forced to work in these slave camps, texting you in Western countries or abroad, trying to get money out of you. And so it was this horrible, horrible situation. Apparently, the FBI has nabbed the organization. The guy, like I said, the guy's on the run. But this is a major disruption of one of the worst criminal enterprises of all time.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Run by a Chinese guy.
Yeah.
We all know that the pig butchering scam came from China because it is a Chinese, the whole idea of pig butchering is a Chinese thing, right?
Yeah.
I've done several videos on this in the past when it first kind of reared its ugly head. And people have reached out to me, people who have lost, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to this, because what they'll do is they'll even form like these romantic relationships with people.
That's the easiest way to get like lonely dudes.
Yeah, exactly. And then they get them to invest. Oh, I've got an uncle who has this amazing crypto company, he's got insights into crypto. And then they make these websites, these fake websites that look legit. It'll be like cryptoexchange.org or something. And you go there, it's legit. And then you transfer crypto money into it. And it turns up there and it looks like it's there and it updates and you can log in and see your investment. But as soon as you try to take the money out, then they delay and they're like, oh, we can't get it out, or you have to pay some tax, and then they get you to send more money until they basically bleed you dry.
Yeah.
And then they just disappear.
Yeah, so this is a major disruption, like I said.
It's good. These guys need to go.
It's huge. It's chipping away, but what you have to understand is China is linked to so many criminal enterprises. This is like it's not a drop in the bucket. It's a huge thing.
Yes.
It's a good thing. But let's keep the momentum going.
Of Prince Holding Group, which is a business conglomerate based in Cambodia. U.S. authorities say it is one of Asia's largest criminal organizations. Now, so far, they are still looking for him. He is not in custody yet.
Hopefully they get him.
Exactly.
This is your homework.
Oh, this is the homework.
I was going to play the whole thing. I will not play the whole thing because it's probably 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, and I mean, let them get their views, dude.
Yes, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys that wants to sit here and take credit for someone's news, right?
Sure.
I link stuff down below. Just link below. This is your homework. If you are an American, or honestly anybody.
If you're just a person.
If you're a person, watch this interview.
Even if you're an Americant.
Yes. It is, I'll play the first like 30 seconds so you understand what it's about.
Sure.
Go load this up in a tab. We are not a sponsor of 60 Minutes or affiliated in any way, but this is incredibly important.
Okay,
This is a fantastic story. They actually go into a water plant that was hacked by China and talk to the water treatment guy.
Okay.
And try to ascertain what happens, and then go back to this expert about this as to why this happened. And it covers the whole gamut of why every single American is targeted by China right now. Yeah. If this is not the biggest threat that we're facing right now in the entire world, I don't know what is.
Yep.
This is huge. It's time to pay attention.
I think so. I will agree with you. I think everybody could do a little bit of homework. You can push it off till a little later. First, enjoy your weekend a bit.
But
please check it out. The link's down below. It'd be very cool to check it out. And on that amazing note, it's time for us to go into our Q&A.
It is.
This is Yamcha, guys. This is where we answer your questions. You question our answers. And, it's Friday. It's time to loosen the tie. And as What's-His-Face would say it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Guys, it was not an elaborate 60-minute plot to make me say my cock.
What? Is it really Mike Hawk? Are you there?
Not.
Is that his name?
It's just the way it sounded.
Is his name
it's
Mike?
It's not Hawk. It's Haugh. H-A-U-G-H.
Ha.
Yeah. Ha.
Okay.
But
How do you say that? How do you even say
probably
that?
hawk.
You do. It does sound like hawk. I heard hawk.
You know how much this poor guy's probably heard that his whole life.
His whole life. Well, let's further it.
4-star general.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's give some respect.
Anyway, dude, that's
yes.
funny though.
We have, somebody says, we have bigger concerns. Do please tell me.
Yes.
Do please tell me what this adversarial country of 1.4 billion people in a communist government that hacked our entire infrastructure, what is
and
bigger
wants your
than
demise?
That?
You know, what is your
what's
bigger
bigger
concern?
than that?
Yeah, exactly.
For Americans, I should say.
Tylenol.
Yes.
Anyway, guys,
Yes,
let's get on with it. If you're not watching us live or on the weekend, we bid you adieu, stay awesome, and we'll catch you next week because we do cut the Q&A out on Monday. But for the rest of you, let's get right into it.
Yes, K-pops, classics. How do you guys feel about China's space program being irresponsible with re-entry landings of satellites and rockets? Why is it so chabodois? Because they don't care about human life.
They absolutely